Hey guys, it's Carrie, and should we start with the elephant in the room today? I'm not wearing my glasses. I do have contacts in, so I'm going to get into that story, but I kind of wanted to go in order of how the week went. I've got several notes to talk about, and I still may get them mixed up. So I have had a busy week this week, especially last Saturday, starting last Saturday through Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Then it sort of calmed down after that. So let's just go back to last Saturday, kind of after the chat and all that. So I received, you may have remembered the eBay item that I said the lady wanted to return, and it came back in last Saturday. I relisted it, and it sold, I'm going to say, within 3 to 4 hours. So that worked out well for me because the original buyer of it only requested a excuse me, that's not right, $10 less than she paid for it back. Did that make sense? Anyway, I could keep $10 of it. Let's put it that way. So I ended up making a little bit of more money on that. So not a bad deal for the way that worked out. Speaking of eBay, I've only sold 3 items this week, including that one. So, I mean, even though that was last Saturday. So 2 more items this week. And then Sunday, I went to Oktoberfest, and I took Coco and Chanel with me. That is a great, big, I was going to say gigantic festival in Nashville. I've heard about it for years, but I was never really interested in going before because in my mind, it was all about beer. And I don't drink, so I was never really interested in it whatsoever. And the only reason I was even interested in it this year was because of the dachshund races they were going to have. So when I got there, I realized it was a lot more than just beer, and I kind of wish I would have went on Saturday and looked around more because it was rainy on Sunday. So Coco and Chanel and I went, and my parents went with me because when I take both of them, I need some help. So they were helping, my dad was helping walk one of the puppies. And so we got there, it was kind of raining off and on. The puppies got so wet and filthy, and I had just given them a bath on Saturday. So we finally find the dachshund races, and it wasn't what I expected, and I wasn't able to see any of it. They had this fenced area set up, and it was just in a flat area, and I would say there was probably up to the fence like 5 people deep. I couldn't even get close to the fence whatsoever. So I wasn't able to see any of the races, so I was very disappointed in that. So next year, I think I might enter them in the races, just because I think that would make it more fun. And they might enjoy it. I don't know if they would or not. We'll see when it comes around next year. So that was Sunday. And then Monday rolls around, and I had my contact fitting appointment. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about that now. And I'm going to set my notes back there, and I'll get back to them. So let me back up a little bit and tell you a little bit about the eye appointment I had a couple weeks ago. Not a lot about that. So I talked to my doctor, and he says, yeah, you can go ahead and we can fit you into contacts. He said, it's all going to be whether you're comfortable or not wearing them. And I talked to the technician, and she told me that we couldn't do the fitting that day. We would have to order them because the contacts that the doctor wanted me in, they didn't keep in stock. And so we're going to have to order them. So they scheduled me for like 2.5 weeks later or something like that. So I went Monday, and she mentioned the contacts, and she's like, these are 2-week contacts. And I was like, hold up. The doctor said I was going to be put in daily contacts where you wear them and throw them away. And she's like, oh, we don't keep those in stock here. And I'm thinking to myself, you didn't order them? That's the whole reason I came later. So I was very frustrated with them at that point in time. I don't know if I let my frustration show because this is somebody trying to help me fit into contacts. I don't want to be frustrated. I don't want them to be frustrated, but I was really irritated because it wasn't what the doctor told me I would be wearing. And anyway, so we went ahead. I'm still wearing the 2-week ones right now. And I wore them a little bit on Monday, and I will tell you, I took them out after about an hour and a half. I was like, I just don't know about these. I can feel them. They're not that comfortable. And so I didn't wear them anymore during the week. And I said, I'm going to try them again on Saturday, today. And so I've got them in. They're not bad. I can still feel them. I'm just not sure how I feel about them right now. So back to the daily one. So she said, I don't know if they'll come in your prescription, blah, 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 blah. And so she said, let me go look. And she was talking about some numbers. And she said, the numbers are going to be just a little off. I don't even know what some of these numbers mean. And she said, I went ahead and ordered them, so they'll be shipped straight to you. So I have not received the daily trial pair yet. And once I've tried them out with these, and I'll kind of make up my mind whether or not I'm actually going to order them. I kind of am leaning towards ordering them. I definitely do not want to wear them every day. I just don't think I want to. I'm so used to wearing glasses. I'm not even sure how I feel about the way I look without them right now. I'm a little uncomfortable with it because it's just so different. And so anyway, oh, puppies are barking. I've got Coco in my lap right now because she and Chanel were fighting, so I thought, let me separate them so we can do this video, and then Chanel starts barking. Anyway, I'm still, Chanel, shh, shh, shh. I'm still not sure how I'm going to feel about them. I know I probably should wear them more to get more used to them, but I'm just not sure right now, so we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping the dailies will come in today, and I can give them a try maybe Sunday or sometime next week, and we'll see how that goes. I will definitely keep you updated on the contact situation. Let me think. So I've had them almost a week, so I can wear them this pair again at least through next Monday of the week after, I think. And if I do that, I may film again with them in. And whatever I decide I can order, I'll have to have the contacts ordered later. So that was kind of what's going on with the contacts. I am frustrated with them for not ordering them originally and let me fit in them all at that one point in time. But anyway, it is what it is. So Monday went by, and then Tuesday morning, this was something that was to me, it was scary. It was scary to me. I get up Tuesday morning and I go into the bathroom, and that's where Coco and Chanel sleep. I just don't want them roaming around the house at night. So I put their bed in there. It's kind of like a ginormous crate is the way I looked at it. So they've got room where they don't feel like they're completely closed in, and they've pretty much been sleeping in there since maybe the second or third, no, it's probably the second week that I've had them. I just went with the bathroom. I was like, girls, we're just going to try this, and it has worked so much better for us. And so I go in Tuesday morning, I get up, and I walk in there, and I always say hi to the puppies, tell them good morning, and ask them how they are. And I look at Chanel's face, and at that point, I didn't have my glasses on, and I didn't have contacts in, and I'm like, something doesn't look right. So I got like a little bit closer, and I realized her whole face was swollen. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I've got a photo of it, and I will insert it in the video. I may do it when I go show you Chanel, and then do kind of a side-by-side what she looks like now in the swelled face. I have seen photos of other dachshunds with faces that are swollen, so hers wasn't as bad as some of them, but it was really bad. So I called the vet, and they're like, you can give them Benadryl. It's safe to give her Benadryl. And I said, well, how much? Because they said, well, we got to figure out, how much does she weigh? So they're like, well, the last time she weighed in was at 6.8 pounds. So about, let's say around the 7-pound mark. And so she said, I'm going to have to call you back. The vet is not in yet. So I called like at 7:50 or something. And she said, the vet will be in just a few minutes. So I'll ask when she gets in. And I'm like, okay. So I got a call back from them later, and she's like, okay, here's the calculations. If it's a children's Benadryl, cut it in half and give her half of it, because the children's is 12.5 milligrams. And so I'm sorry, I feel like I'm touching my face more right now, and I know I'm still trying to get used to this myself, and I feel like I'm being a little fidgety and aggravating you guys. She said 12.5 milligrams, so she can have half of that. And this is where I know they got the calculations incorrect. And she said if it's a 25 milligram Benadryl, which is what an adult would take, give her 3/4 of that. And I was like, I'm not a math person, let me tell you, but I was like, that doesn't sound right to me. I said, are you sure about that? I said, why am I giving her half of a children's and 3/4 of an adult's? That doesn't make any sense. And she's like, yeah, that doesn't sound right. She said, let me go back and ask the vet again. And she came back on the phone. She said, yep, I got it down right. And I'm like, I just don't believe it. So I ended up getting children's Tylenol, not Tylenol, Benadryl, and because I just felt safer doing half of that than 3/4 of an adult one for a very small dog. And so I ended up Googling how much Benadryl you're supposed to give a dog, and I looked at several different sites, and pretty much they were all in agreement. It's 1 milligram per 1 pound of dog. And so I realized the adult portion, I would have given her 1/4 of that, not 3/4. And I was just like, I don't know what it would have done to her, but for the most part, Chanel's pretty much been sleeping all week. And then later on Tuesday, so in the morning, she just had a swollen face. By Tuesday evening, she had bumps all over her body, pretty much down her back. And so I Googled all of this, and she's got the symptoms for hives, and which is, I believe, an allergic reaction to something, and I still have no idea what she came into contact with. The only thing that was different was taking them to Oktoberfest, which was in a different area of Nashville. There was so much stuff out there. There were other dogs out there, and she was in grass she's never been in before. She got wet and muddy. But that was Sunday, and she didn't wake up until Tuesday morning. So sometime Monday night to Tuesday morning is when her face swelled up. And that's the only thing I can think of was that happened. Monday was just a normal day for us. We did our I took them for a walk. I fed them their normal food. They didn't eat anything that they've not eaten before. I don't know. So started giving her Benadryl, and then by, I'm going to say, Thursday, most of the bumps went away, and definitely by Friday, all but one bump went away. She's got one big one on her back. I think it's just drying up, and it is still there, and I'll see if I can, when I hold her up, I'll show it to you if you can see it. Really, the only way you can see the bumps is because her hair sticks up. So that was the puppy story of the week, and I definitely will show them to you at the end of the video. So let's see. I got my old passport back sometime this week. I don't remember what day that came in. I got, let me see. Let me show you a couple things. I thought I would show you my empty for the week. I do have one empty skincare item. This is the SK2 Facial Treatment Essence, and this is one of my favorite products. I get it during the Sephora sale. This comes, this particular one I always buy with a kit that comes with a little toner and with a face mask. And I've never used the face mask. I've actually got 2 of them, and I've still never used those. I need to do that. But I love this product, so I'm kind of sad I'm out of it right now. It lasts me about 6 months, and I just kind of go from sale to sale with that. And I'm going to have to wait a few more weeks till the next sale to get the next one, so I'm a little bit sad about that. I also want to mention these 2 products again. I showed them in my haul that went up on Friday, so I've actually had these a little over a week now, but you just saw them in a haul. And this one is the Way Rose Hair and Body Oil, and this one is the Way Dry Shampoo Foam. It's like a mousse. So the first time I used this, I believe I even had it in my hair when I filmed, I think that's right, that video. I want to say I mentioned that in that video, that I put it on my hair and my hair was holding curl, and I seemed to like it. I have used it 3 or 4 more times after that, and I've hated it every single time that I've used it since then. So I don't know what it was about the first time that I was okay with it or I liked it, and every time thereafter I've hated it. It has made my hair so greasy and almost unmanageable. It could be user error with this, and I may be using too much, but it's going back to Sephora today. I just don't like it. So just going to tell you guys that if you watch the haul video, going back to the store, and I will be on the hunt for something else. So to compensate for the greasiness of that, I went ahead and used this, and it made my head itch so much. I was scratching my head almost all day long, and I had my hair up. Usually during the week I put my hair up in a bun, so I was like sticking pencils or pens up there trying to get that scratch, that itching. It had to be that, because I wasn't itching like that before. So that dry shampoo mousse is going back. Didn't like any of those products. I have not used the whey conditioner yet. I might use that tonight and see how that goes, but I will tell you, I am loving the Alterna Caviar shampoo and conditioner. I am loving it. So that is going to be, I think, a staple in my life for a while. I do want to try some other things, but I am loving that one right now. Let me glance down at my notes for a minute. I believe I've got one more thing to talk about, and then, yeah, one more thing, and then I'm going to show you the puppies. So I barely can keep up with politics in the United States, and I really just don't enjoy them whatsoever, and I'm not going to talk about that. I am going to mention the situation that's going on in Barcelona right now, because the reason why it's interesting to me is because that is where my cruise leaves from next year. And I've got about 6 months before I'm gonna go. And so I've been hearing a lot of stuff going on in Barcelona right now. And let me tell you, before I get into this topic of conversation, I will tell you that yes, I have the freedom to give you my opinions about it, but I don't feel as a citizen of Spain, citizen of Barcelona, that I don't have the right to tell you my opinion, because I don't live there. I don't know enough about it. So I don't have the right to give an opinion about it. That's just my feelings. Yes, I have the freedom to do so, but I don't have the right. So what I am going to talk about is just that I am a little bit concerned, and this is what I've read, and I'm just going to tell you what I've read. There was an election that the Catalans, I believe, or Catalonian people want independence from Spain. So there was a vote last week or the week before. I'm not sure when the vote happened. And there are several places, it's not just Barcelona, but there's several places in Spain that there's Catalan people living there. I am so sorry that I'm doing this with my hair. I know that's frustrating to you guys, but anyway, so I read that of the people that voted, 90% of those wanted independence from Spain. But I think they said only 43% of, I don't know if they call them registered voters or people eligible to vote, actually voted. And they said most people just did not go out and vote. So there's been a lot of unrest there. You may have seen stuff on the media, in social media, or on the news. And so this is where I don't know if it's a good thing, it's a bad thing. I have no opinion on that matter. I'm just concerned, is it safe to travel there? And if anybody is watching my video and you're from Barcelona, please let me know. Or if you're from Spain, I would love to know. I just don't have an opinion. I'm sure you guys are, if you're from that area, you do have an opinion about it. And I don't know what to think. I just know that when I go, I'm hoping it's safe there. I know that there was a terrorist attack not very long ago, and now this, so I am concerned. But I just want to know from people that are actually there or that have traveled there recently, do you think it is safe there? The trip is still on. I'm still planning on going, but it is a little bit concerning. So that is what I wanted to mention. And if any of you guys know, please let me know. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the puppies now and then just end the video. Coco has fallen asleep right now. I'm still going to have to go get Chanel, but Coco's been sitting in my lap, and here she is. And I don't know, one thing if you guys noticed about her, when I first got them, Coco's nose was pretty much solid black, and Chanel's always had the pink spot on it. And I don't know if you guys can see or not, and she's definitely not cooperating. Her nose is starting to get a pink spot on it as well. And it was like, oh, she's so cute. But anyway, She is doing well. She's such a sweet girl. And they have had a busy morning this morning. I keep saying we, I mean me and the puppies. When I say we, that's what I'm talking about. We did their pamper session this morning. They do not enjoy it. So I took them for a walk first, which they absolutely love. Chanel's barking at a neighbor. And they absolutely love their walk. They do not enjoy their pamper session. So about the only thing we didn't do this morning was clip their nails. But here is Coco, and she's had a really good week. But it's funny, when Chanel's been sleeping most this week because she was on Benadryl, and they normally play a lot. They sleep and play, and eat somewhere in the middle of that. Chanel, shh, I'm talking. And so I got distracted there. So Coco's been sleeping about as much as Chanel has, and Coco has not been on Benadryl. So there is that. And I did just remember something else I'm going to chat with you about. I'm going to go ahead and show you Chanel, and then I got something else I want to chat with you about. It's just been a long chatty video, so let me go grab Chanel. I'm back with her, and see, look at her nail, and I'm going to try to insert the photo I took of her with her swollen face right beside it so you guys can see the difference. She's still wanting to bark at the neighbors. I think they have a church service over there sometime on Saturday mornings, because there's a lot of people that come in and they're dressed more for church. And so anyway, it's just, you know, some people like to have it in their houses, and that is perfectly fine. So, but the puppies love to bark at them. So let me turn her around so you guys can see. I know it's probably hard to see, but there's the bump right there. It's sticking her hair up a little bit. This is the only one that has not gone down. It has gotten smaller, but it's still there. And it felt kind of squishy, and I realize I'm doing TMI right now, too much information, and it's probably grossing some of you guys out. But I think it might have had some fluid in it, and it's just drying up right now. So, but she just felt poorly this week. But yesterday was Monday, and then yesterday, Friday, was her best days, and she's had a really sort of good day this morning if it wasn't for the pamper session. So anyway, one more topic, and then I'm wrapping up the video. I was like, I really wanted to talk to you guys about this, and I am going to do another video about it, and that is I ordered the HelloFresh food boxes. You guys may have seen it on social media. I have seen it all over social media. So, and then I did see somebody else do a sponsored video of them, so I got really intrigued by these. And on one of the social medias, I saw a code to get $40 off of it. And so I went ahead and did that, and then I ended up paying like $19 and I want to say 96 cents or so, just under $20 for a box. And so then I was like, so I got the 3 meals for 2 people, because that's kind of the smallest one you can get. They don't do a meal for 1 person. So I ended up getting 3 meals for 2 people, and it's supposed to arrive today. Then that was the regular one. Then they also do a vegetarian one, and then they do a family one. So I think the family one is like for a family of 4. So the vegetarian one also intrigued me. So what I did was, when I signed up to get it, they gave me a referral code to give somebody else $40. And so I will admit that I just sent my dad the link. Then I got him to give, I got the code and logged on. And so I used his email account to get another $40 off. So they're coming today. And I've got to tell you, if I end up liking them, I may still go ahead and order them. I'm just being honest with you guys right now, but I'm not into paying the full price. So I feel like setting up some email accounts and getting $40 off of each time. And I was reading comment section. Some of you may think it's funny, may like, that's a really good idea. And some of you may be offended. I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm like all about saving money. So if I like it, I may continue it, but continue to do it that way. Cancel the subscription, get another email address, and get $40 off again. So I will be getting the regular box today and the vegetarian box, and I do plan on filming another video with those 2 when they come in. I'm hoping they come in early. It just depends on, I think FedEx is shipping them. It just depends on when they deliver today. So they will leave them. I don't have to be here to sign for them. And they said they're packed with ice packs, that way if there's any meat in there, it won't ruin. But anyway, I wanted to let you guys know, it won't be a sponsored video, that's for sure, because I paid for it myself. But I do have the ability, I guess, to email you a code. So if you are curious, send me a private email on here and I can email you a code back. I think I can. Anyway, or you may want to wait till that video. So in that video, I think I'm going to be more concise and then open it up and show you what's in the boxes and how it's packed. And then I plan on cooking one of them tonight. I don't even remember what I ordered in them. So the way it worked was the vegetarian only had 3 choices, and since I ordered 3 meals, they gave me those. I couldn't pick. The one that wasn't vegetarian, I wanted to say had 6 or 7 choices, and I could pick from those. And there was one that was a premium that cost $5 more, and I think it was duck. And I was like, there's no way I'm eating duck. I just can't do it. I don't want the thought of that. And so if it's a premium one, you will have to pay more. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about that. I am wrapping up the video, and I think I'm going to film another video after this one, and then film the HelloFresh food boxes this afternoon when they come in. So I hope you guys have a blessed and wonderful week, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye, everybody.